Hey everyone, hope you're having a good Monday afternoon. I'm Meteorologist Jack Gerfen here with just a quick little video forecast update because we got some light snow showers on the way here, and we're looking at it to mainly impact the southern part of our viewing area with a few inches of snow. So I figured it'd be a good time to check in on Facebook Live. It's also been a little bit since I've done it, since we've been having a lot of changes here with upgrading our system with software and things like that. So it's been a little bit. So I figured it'd be a good idea to do this. So this is our current view of Storm Tracker Doppler looping over the past few hours, and you'll see that we've got some snow showers and rain showers that have started to develop across parts of Missouri here, kind of in the central part of it. Now pretty much right along and north of I-70 in Missouri, you've got the snow showers to the north with some rain showers to the south. This band is starting to develop basically north of Kansas City, and it does extend with some very light precipitation all the way to the Mississippi River. But for us in central Illinois, we've just seen a few flurries as of right now. However, this band is going to continue to develop, and what it's going to do is eventually kind of move its way into our part of our viewing area, the southern part of it, by later on this evening. So kind of zooming out here, this is what it's going to look like. You can kind of connect the dots here. It's going to be basically going through our southern row of counties. And that's why there's a winter weather advisory that does go from 6 o'clock tonight until 6 in the morning tomorrow morning for the potential for a few inches of snow. Now, it's actually really not going to be that much snow out of this. The main reason why a lot of these National Weather Service offices did this is because this is a part of the state that has actually not seen much in the way of some snow recently, so they just want to kind of get this out there. We're only going with maybe about an inch or two of snow, and here's our snowfall forecast. In that teal zone, there could be an area that does see an isolated spot over 2 inches, but we do think, though, that because temperatures are mild currently in the upper 30s, that we're not really going to see a lot in the way of anything sticking to the ground. So we're going with 1 to 2 inches currently, and it's basically going to be only impacting essentially our southern row or southern 2 rows of counties. It's a very narrow band that's going to set up here. And normally what we have with a typical snowfall forecast map is that it kind of gradually decreases the farther away you go from the area that's expected to get the most. But as you can tell, we go from a dusting in that kind of white zone there to around 1 to 2 inches of snow in the southern part of our county. So we're kind of just jumping immediately from essentially no snow to a couple of inches of snow, just because the system is expected to have such a sharp cutoff in the northern edge of it that we're likely not going to see much out of that there. So really, we're going to see flurries in the area for the whole area, but the snow is going to be best in the southern parts of our viewing area. So here's future track, and as we go through the rest of our afternoon into the evening, it actually might be, since temperatures are mild enough, there might actually be more in the initial wave of some rain showers first before it kind of changes over to the snow showers once you get into the overnight hours tonight. So if we do end up seeing precipitation start off as rain initially, then it'll likely change over to some snow showers after 7 o'clock or so, we'd be thinking. And then it will then continue until 2, 3 o'clock or so in the morning, and then it's all done. So again, we're only calling for there to be essentially a narrow band of snow that's going to come out of this. And if you look at the winter weather advisory, that's why it's such a narrow zone right there. You know, right there from Macoupin and Montgomery counties, it's only as wide as just those counties. It's only as tall as just those counties. So this is a narrow band that's going to develop and come through. And there also could be a little bit of some freezing rain as well. But for the most part, though, we're looking at it to be probably changing from rain to snow pretty quickly. And again, dropping just a little bit of some snow. Like I said, there could maybe be a spot that gets too close to 3 inches in that teal zone, but everywhere else is expected to be very light, and it really is going to be hard for spots essentially north of I-70 to get much in the way of anything out there. We put the dusting in that white zone just to kind of be safe, but a lot of us, though, will end up being dry. Now, you could see some light accumulation from a passing snow shower or flurry, and as we zoom out with our current radar, you've got a lot of those out there already, so we can't rule out any spotty flurries that happen. But for the most part, though, the accumulating snow from that band of snow is only going to be in the southern part of our viewing area. The rest of our forecast, though, actually pretty quiet. Once the system passes by, We might get pretty close to some rain showers. We're thinking maybe Wednesday night into Thursday morning as temperatures warm up a little bit more. But really, systems just kind of get pretty close to us, but never into our area until we get to, we're thinking around Sunday into Monday for there to be maybe the chance for some rain showers during that time. But overall, though, pretty quiet. We're expecting there to be not much in the way of big systems coming through the area until probably the end of the weekend, early next week. But that's obviously a week away, and things can change there. So just wanted to pass this along to you. Again, expecting some minor snowfall amounts out of this system tonight. Our southern counties have a winter weather advisory starting at 6 o'clock this evening. And it's not even really that much snow. It's kind of more so it's the fact that there just hasn't been much snow yet in that part of our viewing area. And since there is now the chance of snow, they just want to give us a little bit of a heads up there that there could be some minor accumulation. Again, not expecting much out of this at all. Looking at just maybe 2 inches, but like I said, an isolated 3-inch spot could be possible. But with the way that temperatures have been, here's our current temperatures, for example. It's 40 degrees right now in Effingham. So if stuff were to cool down by this evening and change over to some snow showers, you still have to consider the fact that the roads are all pretty warm as well. So things are going to melt pretty quick. So it's just kind of a minor event once again that we have going through the area. So I'll send things off or sign off right now. We're going to have Kevin when he comes in later on this afternoon. Him and I will go over all the latest forecast information in our models and see if we need to update anything. So we'll wait for a few hours until the next update comes out with that. But for the most part, we're not expecting this to be very much of a high impact event at all. But it is in an area that hasn't seen much snow so far this winter, and that's why there is that winter weather advisory. Stay tuned with us through social media as well as on the websites. We'll get those updated over the next few hours as well with all the latest information. And you'll see the latest forecast coming up at 5 o'clock. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and have a good rest of your Monday.